Emergency in the forest. What a nice feeling to be in the shade when it's sunny, right? In the forest, the soil is nice and cool. The air is fresh. There are many different plants and all kinds of animals. And water. The forest is simply full of life. But if there weren't any trees, there wouldn't even be shade for the ground, and the grass would dry up, disappearing together with the animals, and everything would end up being a desert. Love and care for the forest. Never allow it to turn into a desert.
So much vegetation and so green, isn't it? Quite a change from the desert.
Don't even remind me. That had to be the driest and dustiest place I've ever seen.
Yes, though, there's no need to cry, Nimbus.
I'm not crying. I'm raining. Us clouds do that sometimes.
And must you rain now?
You see, the forest needs a lot of water if you want it to have such a lovely color.
Right, so you've decided to contribute with a little rain. Well done. We must do whatever we can to keep the forest alive and fertile. Though, you could carry me on your back. That way I wouldn't get wet.
This is precisely where I wanted you to be. Because now, I'll let go of you, and that way you'll take part in the rainfall.
No way! Don't you dare drop me! I could hurt myself very badly.
Don't chicken out, Raindrop. Water must complete its cycle. So, when it's in the air in its cloud form, it must return to the ground as rain. So there you go!
No, Nimbus, no! I'm going to die!
Have a good journey, my friend!
Goodbye, cruel world! This is the end! Ow! Yeah! I was beginning to enjoy that. That's fun. I'm like Tarzan. He jumps from one tree to another. I jump from one leaf to another. Raining on a forest is just like going to a theme park. Yoo-hoo! I'll ask Nimbus to rainfall me again.
If you step aside, I'll manage to get up.
I'm very sorry, sir. I thought I'd fallen on a patch of moss.
Well, you have fallen on Mossy.
What did you say, sir?
Mr. Mossy, and I and my family take care of this forest and especially make sure that the moss is always green.
As if you were gardeners?
We're a lot more than that. We keep the forest soil nice and damp. And thanks to that, ash trees, beech trees, pine trees, elm trees...
Grow and grow.
Who the heck? Nimbus!
Damp morning, Grandpa Mosey.
Oh, my dear cloud friend. It's been a long time.
I see you're still as energetic and dynamic as always.
It's the humidity that keeps me young.
Which is the biggest tree in the world, Daddy?
The thickest, the baobab. It can grow up to 10 meters in diameter.
Gosh, that is big. And the highest? Which one is the highest, Daddy?
Sequoias.
Are they the ones that can grow up to 100 meters?
That's right. And now you tell me, do you think that one tree is more important than another just because of its thickness or its height?
Of course not. All trees and plants are equally important to the planet's equilibrium. Trees give us oxygen and help regulate the climate.
And if I had a cough, what medicinal plant would you recommend me?
Eucalyptus and thyme. One is a very tall tree and the other is a little bush. But they both can cure a bad cough and they are good disinfectants.
You're very studious, Junior, and I'm very happy with your progress. There's no doubt you'll be an excellent defender of the forest.
A line of mushrooms! I'm going to jump over them. Gosh, a piece of glass. A piece of glass in the forest can cause a fire.
That's right. The sun can shine through it with its rays and burn the dry grass.
And if the grass burns, then the bushes will follow and then the whole forest. I'll make sure it doesn't happen. I'm going to bury you, stupid piece of glass. That way you won't be able to burn the forest. Oh, my!
You green clown, what's the matter with you?
Dad, the piece of glass is attacking me.
I'm not attacking anybody. It's you who has attacked me.
What's all this shouting about? But it's an ice cube.
That's right. I'm Frosty, and who are you?
We are the Mossies. We take care of the forest, and we thought you were a piece of glass.
I imagined you didn't mean any harm. I was only walking about in the grass to keep cool.
Well, my son nearly buried you alive.
I'm very sorry. I only wanted to prevent a fire.
Please, excuse the lad. He only wanted to save the forest.
Don't you worry, Junior. I'm not angry. If only there would be more people like you.
If you want to keep cool, you can come to our place. We have a nice shade, don't we, Dad?
I'm very happy to see you again, Mama Mossy.
So am I, Nimbus. The last time you visited us, we didn't have this little house.
It's beautiful, and you have built it in a perfect spot.
You're very kind.
That's right. I've never seen such a beautiful house, and the tree is truly magnificent.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's over 100 years old and a powerful oxygen processing plant, too.
This oxygen production business is like a miracle. I've always wondered how trees manage to produce it.
Well, it's a long and complicated process.
Leaves have a lot to do with it.
And the roots as well. The roots feed the tree.
Yes, but regarding oxygen, the leaves, thanks to the stomas,
You really are wise guys. You're muddling everything up. Don't you realize that you're confusing Raindrop? Or have you understood everything they have said?
To be honest, nothing.
In that case, I think it's better if you see it with your own eyes. You only have to filter into the ground and look for the end of this root.
But on your way, take a few mineral salts. The roots need them for...
feeding the tree, though it's mainly the leaves that...
Let Raindrop discover the process on his own.
Yeah, sure. See you, Raindrop. Enjoy yourself.
Go ahead, my friend. It will sure be a memorable experience.
See you later.
We'll be waiting, Raindrop.
Bye. It's great to be a drop of water. This way I can filter underground and admire all this marvelous scenery. So many roots. It's logical. Such a tree needs lots of them to stand up and feed. These are salts.
How delicious. A nice salted water drop.
Oh my, that root looks like she's hungry, and here there's no one who can help me. Oh, it's absolutely useless to call for help! Gosh, if I had known, I wouldn't have come.
Look who's arrived. Big Nose.
Hello, I'm Raindrop.
To me, you're Big Nose.
Hey, you. You're a little crude, aren't you?
You're right, Big Nose. I'm sap and I'm full of mineral substance.
Which will help the tree to grow and produce oxygen.
You're right again. It's the salts that make me like this. When I'm free of them, I'll become a lot more refined.
Sorry, but it's difficult to believe.
So you see, I'm not fooling you. Let's climb through the tree trunk up to the branches.
Are we inside the trunk now?
Right in the center. And this way, we'll get to the leaves.
The leaves are responsible for turning the sap into food for the tree?
Bingo, Big Nose. Follow me.
I hope they refine you soon so you stop behaving like a brute. I'd love to see that. There. I've been hit more times than a drum set. If you have a lift, why didn't we take it?
Those are not lifts, Big Nose.
Ah!
I'll tell you later. After I'm refined, I'm a lot nicer and polite.
I hope that's the case. Though more than a refinery, I think only a miracle can polish that brute sap.
Good afternoon, my dear Raindrop.
But aren't you brute sap?
I was. I am now refined Drop.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm the one who is enchanted to meet you, Raindrop. And please forgive me if I was a little rude to you. Does it hurt?
Huh? Ah, of course not. Forget it. It doesn't matter.
I'm glad it doesn't hurt. Are you okay, Raindrop?
No, nothing. What? Yes, you promised to explain to me the...
Of course. Through here, you have already seen it. Crude sap climbs to the leaves where the minerals are processed, and through here comes out the refined sap with its salts now transformed in delicious food for the tree. By the way, I must carry on and go back down through the tree trunk, feeding the tree's newest and most tender parts so it can keep growing.
Oh, what a shame. I was thinking that maybe you could show me where oxygen is made.
I'm sorry I can't, though Chlorophyllippa will. Go in there and you'll find her.
Ah, okay. Well, thank you.
Bye, Raindrop. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, it's been my pleasure too. Bye.
I have a feeling that Bernie's here somewhere.
I don't know what it is, but it smells like something is burning.
That's precisely what I'm saying. There's a fire right there.
Didn't you say that fire can cause a havoc sometimes?
That's right. He's a very useful guy while in control, but when he breaks loose, he's capable of devouring entire forests.
Listen, isn't it dangerous to be close to him?
Of course not. Now let's leave him alone. He's under control. I mean, busy. But afterwards, we'll go and say hello. You'll see how happy he'll be to meet you.
Excuse me, are you by any chance
Chlorophyllippa. That's my name, though, to cut it short. You can also call me chlorophyll. I'm the most important vegetable pigment.
Ah, very good. Fabulous. Well, I'm Raindrop. I'm only a drop of water.
I was about to take part in a photosynthesis process.
Photosynthesis?
Yes. Don't you know what it is?
Yeah, sure. I remember. My friend Fido told me. He lives in the sea. First, he swallows dirty air, and with a little help from the sun, when he expels it again, the air is now clean. It's pure oxygen. It was really marvelous to see plankton work in such a useful process for the creation of life.
I'm glad you know the process so well. This way, you now know why we can't ever stop. We must clean the air continuously.
Of course, because all living creatures, when they breathe, swallow clean air, taking its oxygen, and then expel dirty air, now transformed to carbon dioxide, which is very harmful to the organism.
And if all the plants didn't clean it immediately, everything would die because the air would end up being poison.
But here in the trees, how do you produce oxygen?
Here, inside the leaves. Come in and you'll see.
Are we inside the leaf?
That's right. Those holes are called stomas, and through them the dirty air comes in. Then, with the help of the sun, and thanks to my properties, photosynthesis takes place. And the air is cleaned and returned outside.
And do all the leaves do it? In all the trees? Every day?
Of course! That's why forests are so important to the upkeep of life.
We must always respect them. I don't want to even imagine what would happen to the world if forests disappeared.
The world would also disappear. All forms of life would disappear from the planet.
Look at me. I'm the king of all acrobats. A monster.
What a show! A circus that only hire you as a clown!
It was a spider. She frightened me. What a blow. My head is burning.
Bernie really burns, I'm telling you!
Well, he ain't going to burn much longer. They're putting him out.
You're right! They're not gonna leave any trace of the poor guy!
We should have used water. I don't think stomping it out will be sufficient.
Come on, honey, it's all right. Yeah, lady, you're exaggerating.
We gotta be careful with fire.
Get in the car, would ya? Come on, Dopey. I want you to meet a friend.
Are we going to find Bernie?
Smoke tells us where the fire is.
But there's no smoke.
There's gotta be something left. A wood fire doesn't die that easily. There he is. I told you, Bernie is a very resistant guy. Come on, Dopey. Hello, Bernie. You don't look very fit.
Hello, Flo. I'm happy to see you.
Me too. I'd like you to meet a friend.
Well, I'm afraid I have little time left for presentation. I'm dying out.
You never know with you. Here, this is Dopey. An alcohol drop.
It's a pleasure, and thanks. I don't drink.
And who said you could drink? I only want you to meet him. Shake hands.
It's a pleasure, Bernie.
Nice to meet you, Dopey.
Fire!
Welcome to the Great Bernie.
Help! Call the fire brigade! Help! Heavens, I've found water! Help! Is that Bernie?
Of course it's him, you fool. Alcohol stokes fire up. Look how he burns. It's marvelous. He can devastate everything.
I'm powerful again. Ha ha ha! Nothing can resist me, and I'll burn this whole forest to ashes. Ha ha ha!
The forest will disappear with this fire, and it's all my fault.
It's all your fault. What did you expect? Alcohol and fire together are explosive. Now nobody is capable of stopping this fire.
Forest, I'm going to devour you completely with all your tenants. Nothing is going to be left alive. Ha ha ha!
Something bad must be going on in the forest. The birds are nervous.
Fire! There's a fire!
Oh my! Bernie, the fire! It's the worst thing that could happen to a forest.
But the trees can't run away to seek refuge.
No, our only chance is that the fire doesn't reach us.
The Mossies!
Who did you say?
Friends of mine! I must tell them. They live in the tree's roots.
And how are you going to get down?
Jumping off. Don't worry, I've done it before. Bye, Chlorophyllipa. It's been a pleasure.
Goodbye, and be careful.
Nimbus! Fire!
Fire?
Fire! Fire!
Ow! Fire! Oh, the fire is coming this way!
Papa, Mosley, and Junior are in the woods! Oh, Grandpa, what are we gonna do?
They went down to the valley this morning.
Don't worry, we'll go get them.
They should be here by now. The fire must have caught them.
We'll find them wherever they might be. Let's go, Raindrop. Time is running out.
Be careful. Fire can be very treacherous.
I hope they find them in time.
That fire is destructive and endless. It's already devastated a large area.
It destroys everything in its path.
Looks like a large red-hot snake, growing larger every second. There's no sign of our friends around here, and smoke is thickening.
Let's cross over to the other side of the smoke cloud. We'll have a better chance from the ground.
Looks as if it's raining fire.
It's the hot coals from the burning trees. They make the fire progress faster. What? Run! For God's sake, run!
Oh, my!
My powers are endless. My energy grows with other beings' energy. Who died to feed my power. And you, repulsive nuisances who fight to keep the moisture in the forest, have no chance against me. I'll roast you slowly so you can enjoy my gentle touch.
You might get away with it, but you will have to melt my whole body first, and the water I produce will help my friends to hold on.
Brave Ice Cube,
But don't you think you'll hold me up for long?
You're a good friend, Frosty, but I'm afraid your sacrifice will not be enough.
We will gain time, and who knows?
Dream on, Squareface! No chance to get away this time!
What? Quick, come on! Climb the rope!
Come on, Junior. Up, up.
Where's Frosty?
Don't you worry, he's with me.
You managed to get away this time, but I'll keep burning and burning until the world is mine! I'll devastate everything! Yes! Ha ha ha!
Can you see anything?
Yes!
Mummy, Grandpa, Frosty saved us, and Raindrop and Nimbus rescued us.
Junior! Son!
Welcome home, boys!
Junior!
Mummy!
My pet! My love! My everything!
My ear, Mom.
Careful. Come on, Frosty. Now you can rest in the shade in a nice, cool place.
What about the fire?
It has already destroyed several hills.
Is it coming this way?
Yes, though it's very possible they'll extinguish it before it gets here. The men are cutting fire lanes, and many others are fighting the fire, trying to stop it from advancing.
Do you think they'll succeed?
I'm sure. Humans are very intelligent and willing creatures, although sometimes they are the cause for irreparable catastrophes because of their negligence or carelessness.
Well, I'm sure it was a human who started the fire.
It's always them. I'm sure this fire began with a stupid negligence.
Sometimes human beings can be very dangerous.
Well, let's not blame all of them. The harm is caused by just a few.
And there's a lot of people who right at this moment are risking their lives to extinguish the fire, save the forest and all forms of life that live in it.
Who will save what is left of me?
Oh, Frosty, you're melting!
I'm so sorry, my friend. We're so ungrateful after all you've done for us.
You have saved my little one. What can I do for you?
Stick me in a freezer. That is what I need most urgently.
We don't have one. What can we do?
We'll go find one, wherever it may be, and fast. Hold on, Frosty. This will take just a few minutes.
Let's go, Nimbus!
Please save him.
Don't you worry, we will save him.
Bye!
Goodbye, everybody.
You should have seen Frosty, Mum.
He behaved like a true hero.
I do hope they find the freezer to save him.
If there was no forest, the sun would dry up the soil. The wind and heavy rain would drag the soil away, leaving behind only rocks, stones, and sand. Forest means life because forests produce oxygen and help keep the ground fertile and damp. Respect the forest and be careful not to harm it. And also remember that when a forest lights up, the life is turned out.